Hey, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on the Google Docs citation tool. This is a relatively new tool that they've added, and you can find it under the tool menu, and then you come down here to citations. It's going to bring up this little side panel, and you're going to choose MLA for English, and then you want to add a citation source. So I've gone ahead and found this New York Times article. I know that it's a really good article because it comes from the New York Times about getting rid of pennies, because that's maybe what I'm writing about. And I'm going to click Add Citation Source. Then I have to select what type of source it is. So this one is a newspaper article, but I accessed it on the website. And so you can choose a website, but because this is a newspaper article, I'm going to choose newspaper article and then website. Then it wants me to put the author's name in. So I have to do a little bit of work to put some things in here, but then it makes my life a lot easier when I start incorporating quotes and doing a bibliography and stuff like that. So I need to go and get the author's name. So this is Jenny Gross, which is an unfortunate last name, but we'll put it in. So Jenny Gross. And if you had like editors or something, you could add more contributors, but we just have the author. So that's all we need. We need the article title. So we have to go, and you notice that up here on the tab, it says something different than it says here. So we need the actual title of the article. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy it, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to paste it in there. And then the newspaper title is the New York Times. So I'm going to put the New York Times. Then I have to figure out what day it was published. So I come in here and I say, oh, it was published on July 29th, 2020. So the day it was published was the 29th. The month it was published was July, and the year it was 2020. Then I scroll down, and you would do this like town, city, if it was like a book or something like that, or an edition, issue. We don't need that stuff, right? The URL is right here. So we're going to copy that and we're going to paste it. And like I was saying, some of these things you're going to actually enter in, but sometimes you're not going to enter them in, and it's okay. So then we're going to put in the day that I accessed this. So I accessed this on the 6th of November, 2020. And once I'm all done with that, I'm going to click Add Citation Source. And what it does is it formats it the right way in MLA. And then you can do that for any of them. So it has APA in there. It also has Chicago. And then once you start getting your sources in here, you have some really cool things to do. So let's say that I'm writing my paper and I want to quote. So let's just say I'm going to quote this. This is what I'm going to actually, why don't I go, let's quote this. Let's say I want to quote this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to, it's really big, so I would change, the font and everything so it would fit. And I'm going to put it into quotes because I'm quoting this. And at the back here, I'm going to get rid of that period, and I'm going to put quotes. Then I leave my cursor there, and I come back over here, and I'm going to click Cite. And it's going to go ahead and enter in my in-text citation automatically, and it gives me a little note and tells me to replace the number with a page number. Well, because this is an online newspaper article, it doesn't have a page number. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, and then I'm going to put my period after, right? So that was really, really easy, and I got my in-text citation is totally right. It's what it's supposed to be, and so really, really good. Let's say, though, that I want to put in a book, right? Because sometimes you quote from books. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to select book, and it's a print book. The author, I'm going to do John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. So I'm going to put John and then Steinbeck, and there's not any other contributors. The title is Of Mice and Men. And then the publisher, I have to actually go into the book to find the publisher. So the publisher is Penguin Books. Penguin Books. The year it was published, I go to the this publication page and I look for the copyright date, and the copyright date is 1965. 1965. And then I scroll down, and this is where I need like the town and the city and stuff like that. So this is New York. And we don't have an edition. We don't have a volume. We don't have any of that. So we're going to click Add Citation Source, and then you can see that it just set it up for me, right? And it's all ready to go. And let's say, let's go back over here. Let's say I want to quote something from it. Let's say I'm going to quote this. Evening of a hot day, started the little wind to moving among the leaves. I don't know why I would be quoting that, but let's say I quote that. You saw that I didn't put a punctuation mark, but then I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to click Cite, and it puts in what I'm supposed to have. And remember, I have to replace that with a page number. So I go back and I go, oh, that was from page 2, and then I put the period after the in-text citation. That makes it super easy for us to do in-text citations because it does it for you. Let's say then I'm done with my paper. It's all over. I've quoted all my stuff. I then need my works cited page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to this nice button that says Insert Bibliography. I'm going to click it. Then wherever it put my bibliography, I'm going to go, and where the cursor is, I'm going to go and click Insert. And I got to move my picture out of the way. So I'm going to come right back here. I'm going to go Insert, and I'm going to come down to Break. I'm going to go Page Break, so it'll go down on its own page. And then I need to just change this title from Bibliography to Works Cited. And then I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to bold it, and now I'm done. So it did all the work over here to make my works cited page look correct. It even did the hanging indent. It put my sources in alphabetical order, and it's totally ready to turn in. So that's how you use this tool, this citation tool. It's really, really cool. And you can start using it to do your in-text citations. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.